There's nobody behind me, nobody around me, thank God. I'm not used to vlogging in public, so... What's going on, guys? Mitesh here. So today I have for you guys my full review of the budget-friendly action camera by ODRVM. Now, for those of you who didn't watch my unboxing and first impressions, well, shame on you, but I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested. The main thing you need to take away from it is this is a $50 action camera that comes with a ton of accessories to allow you to mount it everywhere. So for this review, since this is a camera, I'm going to be doing most of the review on the camera itself, so all this footage you're seeing right now and the audio you're hearing is from the camera itself. But with that out of the way, let's get started with this. So what you're looking at right now is footage of me just walking at a normal pace, maybe a little faster because it's a little cold outside, but just holding the camera in hand. So this is the kind of footage you can expect from the camera, the quality and the stabilization. It's not going to match the Pixel 2, but it does a decent job of stabilization. And it was a little windy that day, but this is the kind of audio you can expect. So you guys can see over there, you got that nice beautiful hill. So there's a plane flying overhead. I don't know if that's going to catch it in the audio or not, but you can actually see it right there. Whew, it's flying pretty low. Most people, though, will be using an action camera by mounting it to something such as a bicycle, as I have it right here, and then taking footage. So this is footage from my bicycle ride, and I want to let you guys know it was freezing outside. So I was wearing a big coat, jeans, and I was riding pretty terribly, but it still got some pretty decent footage. Another really cool feature this camera has is the fact that you can use it as a dash camera. Now, dash cameras these days are getting more and more popular, so this is a nice feature to have. And despite it being cloudy, it's a pretty bright day, so you can see what the footage looks like on a normal day. But really, dash cams are most useful when it's really not good weather. So this is footage from nighttime when it was snowing slightly and the roads weren't clear. So this is really the time that you would want a dash camera, and you can see the kind of footage you'll get from this. It's decently clear. I really needed to clean my windshield, although it was pretty fine to see through. My favorite feature of this camera, though, has to be the time-lapse recording, and that's because time-lapses are fun. They can even make a boring trip to the grocery store look like so much fun. Now, one of the features that I was really excited about with the action camera is the fact that it comes with a waterproof case, as I've never had a camera that I could use underwater. I wasn't really able to test this out because it's a little too cold to go to the beach and most pools are closed at this time, but I did throw it into a bucket of water so you guys can watch me do that. When the weather gets better, though, I will be sure to take this to a beach or to a lake or something and then test out the waterproofing thoroughly, so stay tuned for that. Next up, let's talk about the battery life on this camera. So I found that the battery life on this camera is really good. I tested it by just having it film my phone for a while I had the timer going, and it went up to about 2 hours and 53 minutes before it died. So battery life is really good. It even comes with a second battery, but kind of stupidly, it doesn't come with a battery charger, so instead you can only charge a battery by having it inside the camera. You have no charging cradle for the other battery. But the battery life on this is so good that you're more likely to run out of space on your micro SD card, which you're limited to 32 gigabytes, before you run out of batteries. Alright, so at this point I think you guys gotten a pretty good idea of the kind of footage you can expect from this camera. So next I want to talk about whether I would recommend this camera or not. And I think it's really going to depend on what you're planning on doing with this camera. If you're planning on using this as a pure sports action camera, if you're skateboarding, snowboarding, whatever you're doing that you need one of these, I would recommend that you actually go with a 4K version of this camera. So this same company sells a 4K version for just $20 more. So I would really recommend going with that if you can afford it. Otherwise, this camera, obviously it takes pretty good footage, and I think I would be happy with getting this. If you're a video creator like someone like me who's making videos, who can make use of this little tiny camera to put in interesting places to do time lapses or what have you for vlogs, anything, DIY tutorials, this thing is actually a pretty cool thing, and for $50 you're getting a lot of value for it. So I would recommend that for those people also. And that's pretty much it. I think those are the two main categories of people that I think should consider getting this camera. For the rest of you, I would say if you're really interested, yeah, you're saving a lot of money by not going with a GoPro and instead getting this for just $50. So if you guys are really interested in it, get it. If not, I think you'll probably be okay if you don't buy one. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to see more videos like this. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.